It is an honor to introduce the master of precision, the pioneer of greatness, the man who redefined the sport of MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, Anderson the Spider Silva! Welcome to Thailand and welcome to Bangtao Muay Thai and MMA. Tell us how you're feeling about Thailand and what do you think of this amazing gym here?
First of all, I need to say thank you for everybody to come, and I'm so impressed. It's my first time in Thailand, and when I walking inside the gym, I feel the energy is completely amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So we are going to just hand over to the crowd in just a moment for some Q&A, so everyone have your questions ready. But I'd like to start off the question. Obviously, you are in the home of Muay Thai here in the Kingdom of Thailand, and you are known as arguably the greatest striker in MMA history. Can you tell us a little bit about your striking background and how much Muay Thai influenced your career?
Well, so I'm starting a program in school with the capoeira, Brazilian. I have a friend's training taekwondo close to my house, and I start training taekwondo too. And I remember I'm seven years old, and I have two friends, Israel and Vidal is my partner in Killer Bees. And the guy's training Muay Thai with my coach, Ejmar. And I start training Muay Thai with the guys. But the Muay Thai at the time is completely different. It's a kind of kickboxing with elbows and knees. And that's I start training Muay Thai. And I'm so happy. And today I talked to my manager about that. Because in the time, everybody, when I introduce myself for the world, for martial arts world, it's about Muay Thai. And I'm so happy because doesn't matter, my Muay Thai is not the same Muay Thai in Thailand, but I represent the Muay Thai community, you know. And I'm so impressed because everything I have in my life, I have because I'm working hard, of course, but Muay Thai give me that. And I'm here in the town, you know, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And in a moment, I think, for those of you who train here, you'll know how much fun Ajahn Wat is with the pads, and we maybe see you hitting some pads. Maybe a little bit of Anderson Silva Muay Thai, a little bit of Thailand Muay Thai style. It should be some fun. Let's hand over some questions, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone's got a question shooting up right there? Shoot a question over to Anderson Silva.
Hi, my name is Fawn, and this is my boyfriend, Edwin, and we're from Beijing. So we have a question for you, Anderson. We're curious to know how Bruce Lee's martial art philosophy has influence your strategy in the Octagon. So, it's over to you.
I mean, Bruce Lee is my hero. And this is something very, I'm joking, but this happened to me a lot when I'm young. I watch a lot of movies, the Bruce Lee movies with my friends. And when I go hang out with my friends and everybody, oh, today let's go. I'm Bruce Lee and and I say, no, I'm Bruce Lee. And my friends, come on, Anderson, you're not Bruce Lee. And they say, why? Because you're not Bruce Lee, Anderson. Come on, man. And I start to learn a lot about the Bruce Lee philosophy. And I think Bruce Lee helped us to understand more the martial arts. And I'm a big fan.
He's actually such a big fan. The T-shirt he was wearing when you came here, it was a Bruce Lee T-shirt. You must, yeah, you saw that.
Hello, Anderson. My name's Angelo. I'm from Australia. I'd just like to say all of Australia loves you. You know, there's zero haters. But I just want to say, what was the mentality that you came into the Octagon before a fight? Like, did you need to get into a certain zone? Did you need to take half an hour just to meditate? Or what was that like for you?
Well, for me is I try to using the whole camp training. You know, when I go to fight, I train in 4 months to take the fight, and when I start, I try to think about how I can make something better inside the ring, inside the cage. How I can do something special for myself and for my fans. I never try to prove nothing for my opponent or for the crowd, only for myself. And I try to keep my mind clean and enjoy the moment, because when I fight, it's the only one moment I back to the beginning, you know, and I put on the kids out because don't have a judge. Nobody can judge me because I'm happy there. You know, I came back to my 10 years old and enjoy the moment. That's I made successful in my life, because it's not about prove nothing for anybody. It's enjoy the moment and love. And I love the sport. I train every day, you know, and a lot of people ask me, so why do you keep training? Why you keep... I love, that's my passion, you know. And when I talk to my kids, I say, so you go doing this because you love or for prove something for anybody? Don't do that, because when you do that, you fail. Just passion and love.
I have to ask, Shale Sonnen.
Chael is my friend.
He's your friend now, but at the time, how difficult was it to keep your mind clear and clean with a man like Shale, the master of trash talk?
Listen, it's a game. You know, it's a mental game. When you don't understand the strategy game, you start lost. Chael start to fight me when he start talking and try to put in something in my mind. And I say, okay, that's the first game, you know? And the trash talk, when you don't understand the whole concept for the trash talk, you fail. Because you put in this in for your personal, and when you go to fight, you lost your control. And that's, the Chael is a specialized.
Yeah.
And, but for me, it's a strategy, you know, I just, okay, start talk, that's good. But doesn't matter how much you talk, when you go inside, everything's changed. But Chael is my friend, you know, and I think Chael and I help the sport to come the next level. You know, everybody talking about these two fights I have with Chael, because in the moment, Chael helped me to come a better fight, and I helped Chael to come a better fight too. And that's the sport. That's the magic about the sport.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah, it is a partnership for sure. Thank you.
Hi, so how you doing?
Hi, buddy.
I'm Lee Tom from England, and my question is, what's been your proudest moment in your career and also in your life?
Oh, the best moment in my career. I think my first title belt in Japan, when I fight with Hayato Sakurai in Shoto. Because I think that fight gave me the first time in my life I represent my country, because it's so special for me. This fight is so special for me because when I come inside the ring, the two flags go up inside the stadium, and I start to the flag start come high, and I say, oh my God. and my legs is, oh my God. And now I realize, the first time I realized I represent my country for rest of the world, and the big responsibility. And the fight is so amazing with Hayato because Hayato beating a lot of guys. And I saw the highlights in the time, and I say, oh my God, this guy is beast. Why am I doing here? It's gonna kill me. But in the same time, I say, whoa, I'm so lucky because this is the first time I can show you my technique, the technique my school in the time, in the shoot boxing, to the world, and represent my country, represent my family, and represent my gym. And I just put in my heart inside the ring in the times and doing the best fight in my life. I think that's the best fight for me.
And in your life outside of fighting? And outside of fighting?
I mean, outside of fighting, I think when I take my black belt in jiu-jitsu, you know, when a Minotauro give me my black belt, and I say, whoa, I'm black belt now. I mean, I'm completely black, but, you know.
Excellent, thank you very much. Let's run the mic. I do have another follow-up question whilst we run the mic. What do you think was your best performance? Because for me, as much as I hate to say it because I love Forrest Griffin, to me that was one of the best representations of your best performance in a striking sense. What do you think was the best performance you did for you personally, not for the fans, but for you?
I think with Dan Henderson, my fight with Dan Henderson.
Wow.
Yeah. And the second one is my fight with Daniel Cormier. That's two fights I think is my best performance.
Wow, fantastic. I would have had Forrest Griffin up there, but
All right, I get it.
no, they were fantastic fights. We've got another question over here. Yes, one of the owners.
Hi, Anderson. Yeah, you and I earlier when you were out, we were talking about some stuff, and I wanted to get more of your opinion. So for such a long time, the UFC has always been this premier organization for MMA, and recently there's been other organizations coming around, and more notably Karate Combat, which is not simply a Muay Thai organization, it's not an MMA organization. I wanted to get your opinion on Karate Combat. They just had an event here in Bangkok, and what's your opinion on the rule set, wearing the pants in the pit? Yeah, I just want to hear your opinion on Karate Combat.
Well, I love it. You know, every single sport, combat sport, when you see the big events come to open the doors for the new generation, for the talents, is amazing. And Karate Combat is beautiful because you can see the whole concept. You know, when you watching the blood sport, and you see the concept for the Karate Combat, you see, oh my God, it's kind of, you know, and I'm so happy because this help to the other fights come to show your job, to show your technique, and I'm so happy to this continue, open the space for fighters.
And one more question to follow up. MMA kind of evolved from the old Vale Tudo fights. No gloves, no rules, and it eventually became more of a sport with gloves and a rule set. But more recently, it's even come back. George Masvidal has brought back his game-bred MMA, and he's doing bare knuckle MMA fights. What's your opinion on bare knuckle MMA? And if you were still up and coming in your career, do you think that you would go fight bare knuckle MMA?
Well, I think it's very brutal, but I mean, it's continuous sport. That's I talked in the first one. So when you have the different companies open the door for fighters and give the space and give opportunity, it's amazing. But for myself, it's very brutal. You know, the words change a lot, you know, and when at the beginnings, I remember when I start fighting, I think I have one MMA fight, no gloves. It's my first fight in the beginnings. But I think right now is, I don't know, is options. for every single fighter. But imagine one thing. So let's go talking about the athletes. When you have a training, sometimes you have a little punch in your face, you have a scratch in your eyes, you don't fight anymore, and you broke a bones, I mean, it's different options for different fighters. So for me, I don't like it. Personal, I don't like it.
So which one worries you more with the bare knuckle? Is it breaking your hands or is it having your face hit with the bare knuckles? Because a lot of people, they're not worried about getting hit, but they don't want to break their hands. Which one would worry you more in the bare knuckle?
I think the whole concept is very, it's not for, definitely it's not for me. It's not for me. I'm too old for that. I think when I start, maybe, but when you're young, you can do everything. But I don't know, it's options. It's options.
I definitely agree with that. It's fantastic to have options. Raise your hands, anyone. We're going to have...
Hi, I'm Mira from London. My question to you is, what is the biggest lesson you've learned throughout your Muay Thai career?
Doesn't matter how better you were inside the cage, you can change your heart when you're a good person. Doesn't matter how big champion you in the world, you're not a good person, you never go change nothing. That's the big learn and a big lesson I learned with my coach and my masters.
Oh, fantastic lesson. Right, let's take one or two more questions. Let's go a little bit further back, somewhere around there. We can take another few more questions.
So just given your legendary long fight career, I was wondering, when you were in the cage in the Octagon, were you having fun, or was it just strictly business, or was it 50-50?
No, I have fun. I try to enjoy my life. I try to go inside and come back to the beginning when I'm young and don't have judgment for the people. I go inside and do my passion and my love.
So follow-up question, so what are you doing for fun now? Like, I see you're doing the acting.
Okay, I'm grandpa. That's I do it for fun. I hang out with my grandchildren and training every day. I training and I try to help my kids to learn more about jiu-jitsu because my two kids, Khalil and Gabriel, fight, but I don't know what happened. But the guys don't like training jiu-jitsu. Only Muay Thai and boxing. I say, come on guys, just let's go training. And I try to, convince the both to train in jiu-jitsu.
How old are they now?
It's Gabriel is 28 and Khalil 23.
Wow, imagine having Anderson Silva training you. That would be pretty cool. Right, let's go to one or two more questions. Yellow shirt in the front here.
Hey Anderson, my name is Oliver. So my question is, who are you most impressed in the Octagon with their skill and their technique? Yes.
Oh, the technique, I love it. It's a front kick, it's a one, and the clinch. Because when I start to learn the clinch, I realize I can control my opponents in the beginnings in UFC. And in my school is shoot boxing. It's a very specialized in clinch. The guys are so the best in clinch. And I training the clinch a lot. And that's the good things I like to use it. The Muay Thai clinch is perfect when you learn correctly. And I train the different martial arts. I train Wing Chun, I train Filipino boxing too. And I try to use the whole concept, every single martial arts to help my style.
Okay, we're going to do two more questions. You got this guy pointing at himself and you there, sir. So two more questions. Let's go one over here, then one over there, and then we're going to move into the photo session. He's pointing at himself. Okay, cool. He's pointing at the Anderson Silva t-shirt as well. Shoot.
Thank you for your time. It's an absolute honor to speak with you.
Thank you for coming.
So my question is, I find you to be the master of distance. And you always, these things that you're scoping out the guy's reach and range. What are the things that you're looking for? What are the type of reactions that go, okay, I know he's exactly this long, or he has this set. Like, what's that calculation for you?
So that's a good question. When I start training martial arts, and I'm so lucky because every single coach I have teach me the concept and the real philosophy about martial arts. The martial arts is not about hit somebody, but protect yourself. And that's I learned and helped me to make something better in my game. And when you see the whole body, your opponent in front of you, it's not two bodies, it's only one. It's a mirror in front of you. Every single movement your opponent do it is your movement. And that's I learned with my old coach, and that's helped me for make successful in my entire career inside the cage.
Fantastic, thank you. It did look like your opponents were in slow motion when you were fighting them. It was absolutely amazing. Last question over here.
In my opinion, you're the most exciting, playful, and creative fighter. What inspires you to fight in such mindset?
It's challenge myself. You know, when I challenge myself, is so amazing because imagine you doing the camp training and wake up every day, and sometimes you hurt yourself and you go back to the gym the other day and you go to sparring, and sometimes your partner's beating you and you go back home and say, oh my gosh, it's 2 more months for the fight and I keep training, keep diet food and cut the weight. That's the good part for challenge your mind and feel how passion you have in your game and your sport.
Excellent, thank you. I have another follow-up question from there. So a lot of times when you were fighting, your hands went down, like Neo from the Matrix, nothing was landing on you, right?
This working, but it's danger. It's very
So
dangerous.
the question is, were you doing that because you wanted to have fun and challenge yourself, or was it to draw the opponent out to strike so you could counter?
Well, so it's something crazy, but that's because when I start fight professional, I start learn a lot. And the one thing I learned a lot is about the human being reactions. So when you put your hands down, your mind, you're in a fight model, and you're in a danger situation. When you put your hands down, your mind gives the opportunity and give the listen for you to keep more alert. And that's I put my hands down. It's work, but it's danger. And I trust me. When I do that in a fight, my coach just talk to me, and when I come to the corner, and my coach say, "Put your hands up. Why you do it? Put your hands up." And I say, I can because I feel my opponent felt the punch, and I feel the whole frustration my opponent has. It's danger, but I don't. Because I trained this for many, many times and every time in a gym, but I don't like to people do that because my last 3 or 4 fights, I fell because the reflex is not the same. But that's the good things about martial arts. When you learn, when you study a lot of things about the human being's body, you realize how much you can make something better and special. And that's I agree, I do it in a time when I fight, and I make special moments for everybody.
Yeah, I've seen other people replicate that in the middle of the ring, but in 1 or 2 of your fights, you had your back against the cage and you did it, and that was the wildest, craziest, most impressive thing I think I've ever seen. And that is why you are such a legend. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to Anderson, Spider Silva. Definitely the man who redefined striking in MMA.